Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Happy Saturday, everybody, and welcome to Hoops on SSB, special weekender edition here, live from the Palace at Oakleaf. We got some bonus coverage for you right now of the girls' game between Bradford and Oakleaf. Final period of play here, 28-29 the score. The Knights are down by one. They've played pretty close to the vest here. Bradford has led for the majority of the game, but the Lady Knights have come back and made this a ball game. Again, coming up after tonight's girls varsity game, we'll have the boys varsity game, an anticipated one between the 11-2 Bradford Tornadoes and the Oakleaf Knights, who are coming off a pretty big loss last night to Fleming Island. They've played quite a bit this week, so their conditioning will be tested, that's for sure. But Bradford coming into the game with some smoke. The last time we talked to head coach Tarrin Jackson at Bradford, they had lost 28 points to Fleming Island in their first game of the season on 3 practices, and he put out a guarantee that his team would not lose again by more than 10 points for the rest of the season. And they have delivered on that promise. The only other loss that they faced this season was a 3-point game against PK Young. Since then, they have been unstoppable on a 7-game win streak coming into tonight. We hope you enjoy bonus coverage here of the girls' varsity game. Again, we're 7-14 and counting here. In a 1-point ball game, the Lady Tornadoes have a lead. Enjoy, and we'll be back a little bit later on to get you ready for boys varsity. Scheduled tip-off tonight at 7:30. If you're just joining us tonight on SSB, we welcome you to Dallas at Oakleaf. We've got a bonus coverage action for you. Fourth quarter between the Lady Knights and the Lady Tornadoes. This game is tight. BP and got producer Courtney Wallace on the horn here with us too. Getting ready to get started for our varsity game scheduled at 7:30 tonight, but in the meantime, we couldn't turn this one down.
Here we go. Yeah, of course we couldn't turn this one down. It's shaping up to be an exciting finish. Close lead changes, 1 point lead. I think Oakleaf now has their third lead of the game, which has not gone above 2.
No, it's been tight the entire time.
Yeah.
They've been having trouble shooting down in the paint too.
Right, like you said, they can't even buy a basket. Good possessions, but too many empty ones.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt them.
Strong rebound there. Yeah. Finally, we get something from three-point land. Man, they've been struggling with that all night.
That's now the reverse commentator's curse.
Right. that's the inverse jinx.
Right.
Well, listen, I'm already in a good mood. Kansas City beat Houston to move on to the AFC Championship game yet again.
I saw that.
Excited. Good game tonight between the Lions and the Commanders. That's going to be a really good game to watch. I'm pulling for Detroit on that one.
Well, you know what? You have company. Coach Price, Jason Price.
Oh, yeah, he's big Michigander. Yeah, absolutely.
He's all Lions.
For as good as a season as Washington's had in a while, and winning their first playoff game in 20 years, I think the Lions are a bit of a match. Ooh, tie up down low. There'll be a jump ball. Looks like the arrow is pointing towards Bradford.
It's red. It's their ball. Get there.
Right here.
Nice move, nice pass, good bounce off the glass there. I tell you what, we've been listening to these Bradford fans tonight, just from the JV to the girls game, and it's going to be a little rowdy in here for Saturday night. Not as full as it was last night. Oh, we're going to have a traveling violation called there on Oakleaf. They're going to turn the ball over.
Well, yeah, definitely wouldn't be as full one. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
It's not a school night, so you'll probably lose, a good portion of the school population, your student population. And then coming after last night, there might be some people who have been a little bit disillusioned, maybe.
Yes, that was a pretty severe beating that Fleming Island put on Oakleaf last night.
Well, BP, the rivalries are tough games.
Yes, they are. They
Very tough games.
Always bring out the best. So.
And sometimes even the worst.
Yes, we've also seen some of that too.
Yeah. Because those games are really fought and won in the mind.
They are. It's psychological more than anything else. And I
Yes.
was talking to Coach Price a little bit earlier, and it looked like it hurt.
It sounded that way.
I was talking to Coach Price and a little bit about that, and he's very much a short memory kind of guy. Knowing that drubbing happened last night, they're not even looking at it. They're looking ahead to tonight's opponent. They know they've got a good one coming in Bradford. And, it's going to be something that they're looking forward to tonight. They do rise to the occasion. I'd like to see how they overcome adversity tonight and play a really athletic Bradford team. Malachi Kubaris has just absolutely devastated on the offensive side. He scored 200 points this season. And he's shooting 38% from the three-point line, 65% from charity stripe, and he's 50% from two-pointers. So, he's very effective. He is their leading scorer right now. The next nearest one right now is Jordan Kaysen. And he's absolutely lit up the scoreboard himself. So they've got plenty of ammunition. But what we like about Bradford, at least on paper and what we've seen of them before, is they are very athletic. Very much so.
They love to move the ball. They're good ball handlers. And, I'm actually looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I mean,
really looking forward to this one.
To see what they did, that first game against Fleming Island, Coach Tarrin Jackson said that they may have had 3 solid practices as a team, and they lost by 28. And he said right here on these microphones, that was not a reflection of what his team was. Give it some time to gel, get everybody integrated back into the system and in the season, and they wouldn't lose by more than 10, and they haven't. In fact, they've won. The only 2 losses on the year. That second one at PK Young, just a 3-point game. I'm sure that's one that came down to a last minute.
I heard it myself. How many is that on? Micaiah?
Got a little bonus crowd coverage there.
Yep, that was Coach.
I want to be gentle with that there. Ooh, a nice little lay in there, but no good. 36-34, man. This is getting tight. And
well, at least the Lady Knights have opened up somewhat of a lead here.
yeah, they have.
A 2-point lead is probably as best as they've had for the entire game.
And
with 2 minutes to play, they just need to control that ball. No rash shots.
They are running into foul trouble, though. Both teams at 4, so no more fouls to give. They're going to send each other to the line here. So that's probably where the game may be made or lost here is the free throw line.
Indeed.
And Lady Knights have a couple of girls in foul trouble right now, so they have to be careful. They're going to start losing players after a while. What a block. Turn that one. Nice move.
There you go, from an empty possession, then a basket on the other end.
Good move to post up, down low. Oh.
And there you go, another turnover.
But what a move there by 1-1. She turned that, just a quick pivot, and then popped that right back up, scored the bucket. That was something else. Nice move. Again, aggressive defense by Oakleaf. They're trying to put some pressure on the Lady Tornadoes here. Shots up, that's wide. Turns the ball over. That stops the clock, 1:19. Tie ball game right now, 36 apiece.
Yep. Oakleaf need a basket right now. And probably not one of the 3-pointers they've been attempting, because they haven't made much of those.
No, they've been real slow on that. It's just not a lot of production from the 3-point arc tonight for the Knights. We know that's not the case for a particular senior on the Oakleaf boys basketball team. We'll talk about how Jelani Wright has shattered a record a little bit later on, and he's getting ready to set a season record. He's just got 10 points away with 5 games to go after this one, so they still have plenty of basketball left to play. Timeout called.
He's an exciting player to watch. Really expected a little more from him last night.
Yeah, he got cold last night. It was interesting to see what he'll do tonight, and he gets a little streaky from time to time.
He does.
But he shoots so often.
Yep.
It's without question he will take an attempt and just run with it at this point. I'm going to pull up what they said that so he stands alone now as the all-time career leader in made 3-pointers with 89, passing Jonathan Bryant II.
Wow.
And he's just about to hit the season scoring record. He needs 10 more points to do that. He could easily score 10 tonight.
Easily.
And shatter a record. So Jelani Wright in the record books in Oakleaf history already.
That's only 4 3-pointers, right?
Yeah, at least.
Only.
But
easy for us to say, eh?
The guy shoots at least, 17 a game.
he does, like crazy. Yeah, he really has a hot hand.
Yeah, last night, though, that was not the case. They didn't find the looks that they needed to get him open on the perimeter. And they were
speaking of, look to your left.
Yeah, there's the big man right there. You can't miss him. Big Zero, the senior, 6'3", coming in tonight. Coach Price, they believe in their conditioning. They are a well-conditioned team. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight.
But, you mentioned earlier, your conversation with Coach Price and having to have a short memory. He has no choice.
No. Tonight, you got to look at the team in front of you.
Absolutely no choice. Matter of fact, from last Friday, not, last week Friday, that first Fleming Island game, he had to forget it the very next day.
Yeah, right back on the court.
And then by Tuesday, they had to forget that win on Saturday.
And go right back.
All right.
Yeah, so they've been chaining one after another, and this is a 6-game stretch for Oakleaf that will set the tone for whatever they do in the postseason. Very likely to get a district tournament berth.
But he also was saying to me that they don't really get a chance to have home court advantage. They don't play a lot of home games. So this is a good season for them.
Yeah, this is probably one of their longest home stands.
Yep.
They do have a game on the road on the 23rd at St. Augustine High School. They handled St. Augustine pretty easily earlier in the season. Both teams on tremendous win streaks. St. Augustine was undefeated at the time they met. They're going to go to St. Augustine on the 23rd.
There he goes.
There he is.
What's
There's
up,
the man.
brother?
Head Coach Jackson.
Yep.
Always good to see him. Well, I tell you what, he is a confident, I would dare say, swagger.
Yep. Well, look at the game now, BP. One free throw taken. The lead is now, whoa, both of them taken. So now, with 42 seconds.
Oh, no, they got a turnover.
Oh, and a turnover.
And the Lady Knights pour it on. They've got a 4-point lead. They got to be careful not to foul here. And we do have a called foul. So that's going to put Bradford to the line. Stops the clock with 32.6 and a chance to make 2 free throws. Got
Pressure.
a full timeout.
This is pressure.
Yeah, this is absolute pressure.
And I think coach has become aware that their mic's open here. There's a broadcast happening.
Mine would be a little careful. Easy with what you're saying there, Coach. I'm sure Coach Jackson will tell you what you say on the microphone, whether it's on purpose or not, will be replayed on the internet at some point. So
Definitely.
much to the delight of everybody on social media. That clip pretty much went red hot this morning, and everybody wanted to see this game happen. So we are definitely glad to be here. So to reset here, 32.6 seconds on the clock. Oakleaf with a 40-36 lead. We're in the 4th. We're getting an adjustment on the scoreboard here now. Everybody's in the bonus.
From here on in, sensible basketball.
Yep. Gotta be
Nothing
smart.
rash.
Gotta be smart.
Yep.
If you're gonna foul, you better be a good one. And let me
That's
tell you,
hard, isn't it?
Let me tell you something. This senior official here, the head official tonight, she has been as sharp as a tack. I want to shout her out. I'd like to get her name and send some compliments to the Officials Association and to the FHSAA. She has been razor sharp tonight. And
Bradford made both of those free throws, 29 seconds, 28 and counting.
Yep.
Oakleaf in
got to
possession.
defend here. They just need to run the clock out.
That's all they need to do.
Bradford can't foul.
Nothing rash.
And they're going to foul.
And they're going to foul.
Now they probably need to make sure that they're fouling somebody that's not the best free throw shooter at this point. Try to get a miss. Stops the clock at 19.5 seconds.
Still a 2-point lead, Oakleaf.
Need to make at least
just one.
Need to make at least
just
one of these. Preferably the first one. Just get the pressure off.
Of course, 2 would be great.
She does.
She does.
So that's still a 1-possession game. 19.5 seconds. Make this second one, you put more pressure on Bradford.
And coach giving instructions as to how they defend once a throw is taken.
Again, no foul by Oakleaf. And
she
does
makes
bear
it.
that second one, yes.
Yep.
So the Lady Knights can't
under
foul.
20 seconds.
Got to hold the ball back, just run the clock out.
And
That's a turnover. That's Oakleaf ball.
Yep, it's looking good in Oakleaf's favor right now.
That may
theirs to win.
seal it. May seal it. And the deficit is 4. Loose ball. Clock needs to start. We haven't started the clock.
She goes up and gets it.
And that may do it.
Not what the coach instructed.
Not what he wanted, but again,
it works.
That's 6 points.
Yep, it works. No fouls.
They'll take a 3. No good.
It's off.
And the Lady Knights are going to finish the job. Boy, they really had a tough climb to get up to beat Bradford, but they did. Tight ball game for the Lady Knights, so that's the girls varsity with a dub. JV's got a dub. It's up to the varsity team to complete the sweep of this triple header tonight.
A beautiful fight back from the Lady Knights. Like you said, they really didn't have much in the game. They stayed in the game, which is good. And then at the end, they were able to pull it out. And, you know, that's good tactics.
Yeah, absolutely. Just patient basketball, you know, playing your game. They didn't do too much. You know, they did what they needed to do.
Just what they needed to do.
Good finish. So
sensible basketball. Stick to the basics.
Can't ask for more than that.
Yep.
All right, well, the boys varsity team's getting warmed up here. We're getting ready for a dogfight on Saturday night. We're going to switch to pregame mode here. Get set for a good one. Again, final score, 44-38. Lady Knights defeat Bradford. We come back, take a quick break, catch our breath. 15 minutes on the warm-up clock here, and we'll be back for some pregame action. You're watching Hoops on SSB, and we will return after this.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
All right, welcome back. Hoops on SSB, live from Oakleaf. Coach Jackson with me here. I tell you what, you kept your promise. You didn't lose by 10 or less, and you've only lost twice against a pretty good PK Young squad. So now that you've had all that time, you're getting towards the end of the season right now. What are you looking forward to out of your boys tonight?
Oh, man, just to keep competing and keep fighting like they have. I think, like I told y'all the last time, when we played Fleming Island, I think that was a wake-up call for us. And this group, man, they got a different type of hunger and anger in them when they get on the court. So I think that's what kind of been driving us to, to compete on the level that we've been competing on.
Yep. Malachi Kobaris, again, one of your leading scorers, 200 points this season. The man is off the chain, probably one of your best athletes, too. I mean, what a season he's had.
Yeah, great season so far. And a lot of people don't realize is he's only in 10th grade, so he's only going to get better. I think if he just keep growing and growing and growing, I think he's going to be a household name soon.
Yeah, you're playing a pretty athletic Oakleaf squad tonight. You got to deal with Tyler Owens as an aggressive point guard, and Jelani Wright, get him out on the perimeter. He'll drain threes. He's already got the Oakleaf record for made three-pointers at 89 this season. What do you got to do to stop those two tonight?
And we just got to compete, man. Get in their chest and play the physical defense that we've been playing all season. I tip my hat off to those guys and Coach Price, man. He's been doing a real good job of coaching those guys, and they've been playing very well this season.
All right. Well, hey, promise kept. We're going to see if you can do it again tonight. Good to see you, Coach Jackson.
Sir.
Always
Yes,
a
sir.
pleasure. We see if we can get Coach Price real quick as well. I know he's in the middle of his pregame ritual there.
Power bar. Yep.
Yeah, right. Hey, by the way, Kansas City won, so one step closer to that Lions-Chiefs Super Bowl.
Please do not tell me the Lions scored during the course of the game.
No.
I got YouTube TV. I don't want to know.
We'll holler at you later.
I appreciate
But
it.
anyway, so really good Bradford team tonight. Malachi Kobaris is their leading scorer.
Yep.
He's all over the court. Athletes everywhere. These guys have gelled, haven't lost but twice, and a real good PK Young game too. What do you got to do tonight to keep the Tornadoes at bay and bounce back after last night?
Well, first of all, keep him out of the paint. All right, he's a terrific left-handed player, a heck of a cornerback as well in football. And they've got some guys that can stretch the court and shoot the basketball. Got to rebound the basketball. Defensively, I think we have to have a better performance. Offensively, we scored 66 points. We made 17 out of 26 free throws. We did less turnovers in the first game against Fleming Island than we did the second game. Defensively, though, we have to lock in. Transition, this is another team that does a lot of that as well. So it's going to be jumping right back on the horse with no practice, learning from some of the stuff that we did. We got a good video session in today, and we'll be prepared. I think we're going to play much better on that end of the court.
Yeah, you've had a tough stretch. We've had a couple of games back-to-back. Last week was the same thing. You're leaning on your conditioning tonight. How prepared do you think the boys are going to be?
Well, like football guys say it, basketball guys say it, you're never going to be healthy at this point of the season. There's going to be aches and pains and stuff. It's the guys that are able to play through that, lean on each other, do it as a collective and a group, have some guys step up, especially if we're talking about bench guys or guys even within the starting lineup. We're going to need performances from everybody to kind of give us a little bit of a boost in the lift. We play on Monday against Ponte Vedra. We turn around and play a Super 6 team in St. Augustine on Thursday. So then we have 3 games the final week of the season. So no one's going to feel sorry for anybody, right? You got to get ready and get going. And these guys love playing basketball. So soreness goes away a little bit once the ball goes up. And they know they have to continue to play the way that we're capable of playing if we want to get where we want to get.
Yeah, last little bit here. Jelani's got the record, 89 main threes.
Yeah.
We talked earlier, he needs 10 more points to be the all-time scorer. A lot on the line for him, although I'm sure he's not thinking about it right now. But how good would it feel to bounce back, have him break that record tonight?
Yep. Well, it's the all-time 3 record. Yep, for a season. If he makes 10 tonight, he can do whatever he wants to. We may rename the Palace after him because that's a lot of threes in a game. But I think he's going to break it. He's such a good kid, works his behind off. And to be a shooter, you have to live in the gym. And this kid over 4 years lives on the shooting gun, in here every day before school, after school. That's why he's a captain on our team. He's not a real vocal guy, but he leads by example. Beautiful kid, great family. And when those kids break records and do great things, it's special.
Yeah, and I need him. Go for it. All right. Good luck, Coach. All right, well, we're going to come back. And got a starting lineup for you and a little bit of a change for Oakleaf tonight. A name that you normally see come off the bench, he's actually starting. We'll have that for you in just a moment right here on SSB. We'll be right back.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
All right, national anthem in the books. Player introductions momentarily here from the Palace at Oakleaf. Did not know this until a second ago, but they call this Duncan Court. at the Palace at Oakleaf.
Your Oakleaf Knights.
So let's
Now,
get
first
to
for the
those
Tornadoes.
starting
We have
lineups there
number
for Bradford and for
Jacquez
Oakleaf.
Kaysen.
For the Bradford Tornadoes, you have number one,
two,
junior
Breon
Jaquez
Johnson.
Kaysen. Number two, Breon Johnson,
Number
also a junior.
Keith
Number three,
Taylor.
KJ Taylor,
Number
junior.
five,
Number five,
Jordan
Jordan Kaysen, a sophomore. And
And number
their leading
23,
scorer and a sophomore,
Malachi
number 23,
Cobiares.
Malachi Kobaris. For the Oakleaf Knights, a little bit different. Jelani Wright starts, Dan Footman,
And now
Tyler
for
Owens,
your
Danny
Oakleaf
Huffman,
Knights
and
starting
Marcus
lineup.
Goggins will get the start tonight.
Number
Jarius
two,
Brown
senior,
will not start this evening.
Jarius Brown.
And they have him listed here in the opening lineup, but
Number
from what we have in the
five,
scorebooks,
senior, Danny
Jarius is not starting tonight.
Huffman.
Coach Price has typically started all of
Number
his
three,
seniors
senior,
going into the games, but
Dan
tonight,
Footman.
not what we got officially.
Number four, senior captain.
So unless they've changed their mind here.
Owens. And the new all-time career
This is-
made shooter, school history.
All-time
making his
career
89
made
last night.
three-pointers.
Number 0, senior
Jelani
captain,
Wright.
Jelani
He needs to make
Wright.
10 more tonight. Well, over the next 6 games, of course, but 10 more, and he'll have the all-time record. Courtney going to join me on the mic here. Hopefully he doesn't. It's got production and then the mic on top there.
Yep, pretty loaded. Well, you know what? You did say Jelani, he has 6 games to do it.
Yeah, 6 games left. Tonight is the first of 6 games.
Well, let's not jinx him.
No.
Commentators jinx. But we'd love to have it on our screens, wouldn't we?
Absolutely. Well, and the good news is that we're not done with Oakleaf after this is over. We will come
Definitely
back
not.
to the Palace
Definitely.
a little bit later on.
One of our favorite places.
Absolutely, and we get to get the last of the Clay County rivalries. We'll get Oakleaf and Orange Park round 2 here at the Palace. Last time they played that game was at the Raider Dome, and it looks like we're going to get Jarius Brown to start. They had MGT on the starters book, but they have changed their mind. So Jarius is on the floor right now. And we're underway. Tyler Owens, point guard. He's going to get matched up against Kobaris, and Kobaris has already made a defensive stop.
And I'm really looking forward to what Kobaris produces tonight. Last time we saw him, he was on fire.
Yes, he was.
For a first game of the season.
Yeah, and he was a one-man show.
Yep.
He really single-handedly. There's Jelani for the first. Nope. Not yet. First early 3 attempt by Jelani. You know
that was just the first look.
You know he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
He's
Just
got to
the
be
first
thinking
look.
about it. Malachi Kobaris, and he'll get called for a traveling violation. Kind of leaned into that just a little bit and got that look on his face of a man who's not really sure why he just got that call.
You sure that was me?
I'm not sure.
You had the ball.
I mean, could I have done that? Well, you see what had happened was, yes, that's that expression. I saw a lot of that in the football game earlier today. A couple of Texans players going, "Are you sure?" Right, he's matched up with Jordan Kaysen right now. They're going to get a screen around. Jarius comes in, kicks it up to Danny Huffman. Not wearing the undershirt tonight, letting those guns hang out. Owens takes a drive to the lane, pulls up, bounces it off the side of the backboard. No contact, no foul. Coast to coast, blocked. Jarius Brown with an excellent block. Footman will grab that away. Oakleaf will go in transition. Both of these teams very capable of running. First draw goes to
Oakleaf.
Jarius Brown.
As
on
we
the
saw
layup.
Footman there on the rebound and the grab, they're going to need him under the post a lot tonight on both ends of the court.
Yeah, he struggled last night. Dueling with Carson Crawford is one thing, but he did make a couple of key rebounds.
He did.
Last night. Kobaris with an assist. He will dish off the ball. Wow, Dan Footman with a clear block. That was awesome.
And that's a good look for the team.
Huffman strides in, deposits in the bank. Transition basketball, here we go. Nice lay in there. That's going to go Breon Johnson. And Bradford's on the board.
And here's the thing about this game. You can't rest on your laurels at any point.
No, these
Because
guys.
Bradford is going to keep. They're going to keep coming.
Yeah, this is a back and forth. Both teams extremely athletic. They like to run with the basketball, and like Coach Price was saying earlier, these kids, they just love the game.
Yeah. Like another team we know that plays in red.
Yes. Loose ball there, knocked away. Jaquez Kaysen. And he's going to lose that one on the sidelines. Trying to find Jordan.
And again, limiting empty possessions is what both teams are going to have to look out for tonight.
Yeah, you're going to have to score in just about every possession, or if you're going to give up an empty possession, you need to answer with a defensive stop. Try
Indeed.
to limit the damage. Pulled up, that's foul. Foul on Jaquez Kaysen, that's his first team foul of the game. Danny Huffman to go to the line for his first free throw attempts. He has a real unique rotation to his free throw shots, but he nails the first one.
And the second?
6-2 now our score. Oakleaf with a 4-point lead over the Tornadoes. Kobaris now got 3 men in the backcourt. Kobaris, good move to the hole, got it.
He'll do that all night long.
Smooth.
Yeah, he is. Real class player.
He's an excellent ball handler too. He's not afraid to make somebody miss. There's a great clip of him knocking the shoes off of, say, Fleming Island player. That was our clip of the game right there. Footman puts it back, that's blocked. Loose ball, Bradford hauls that in, they're on the break. Here comes Kabaris, and he runs into Danny Huffman, and that's going to draw a foul.
I mean, he's so nimble.
Yes. There's a quickness about him, too. And he also plays quarterback.
He's very brave.
He's, in terms of, quarterback, I mean, he's only listed at 5'10". That's goaltending. Jelani Wright saying, I can't believe he did that, but that's all right, gave up a freebie. First time I've seen a goaltend call.
In a long time.
Most of the centers in this area play pretty clean, so kind of aware. Tyler Owens, what a move. He just did a lap around the court there, just puts that in. Answers the earlier mistake by the Oakleaf defense. Kobaris trying to get a screen set up there. Johnson. Kobaris matched up with Huffman. That's a good matchup up top. Kobaris can handle that basketball. He'll do anything. Does it very deceptively, too. Turns it over, though, to Oakleaf on the baseline.
Well, his speed is something to match. Both his hand speed and his foot speed. Moves that little body of his around the court really quickly.
Well, you're going to have to get into a very good athletic stance with him. You're going to have to just spread those feet wide, get your knees bent, palms up, making sure you're not committing a foul, because that's another thing he does really well, too, is he will draw contact.
He does. But look at this matchup. Him against Tyler Owens.
That's going to be another one up front of the defensive side of the ball for Bradford. Owens and Kobaris, and now they're going to match them up again. Oakleaf going to go. They're going to fall back, and they're going to put Huffman up top.
Over.
Had a look at a 3-ball. Floats that in. That's KJ Taylor.
2-point ball game.
Saw this last night. Both teams played really tight. That's not a foul. Kobaris is going to get away with that one. Coast to coast, and that's 10. A little bit of the shoulder look there, kind of letting everybody know he's here.
I'm here.
Wright was cutting across the court. That's going to be a freebie. Here he goes again. Footman. That's going to prompt a substitution by Coach Price. Marcus Scott and Trujillo. And they're a little early on the horn.
And those two empty possessions have seen Oakleaf giving up the lead.
Right. From up top, gives it to Owens for three.
And he
Good.
gets it back.
Nice look by Tyler Owens. He's also another one of those extremely capable of shooting the three ball.
I mean, he definitely makes things happen. He doesn't play around.
You know, he doesn't mess. Very aggressive basketball play. That's a good move to the hole there, but it's going to get cleaned up right with the rebound. Passes up to Huffman. Huffman has it partially blocked, but
Run, Dan, run!
no damage done. Oakleaf got to get back quickly. Another layup, and we're going to see a lot of this. Back and forth, back and forth.
You know, with just over a minute to play, it has been an exciting first quarter.
Oakleaf slowing things down just a little bit here. There's Jelani Wright.
Second one misses.
Footman cleans it up, puts it back, and draws the foul.
And Coach Price is happy with that. That's exactly what he needs from Dan Footman tonight.
Johnson, that's his first, second team foul. Goggins Trujillo will check in now for Jelani Wright, Jarius Brown, which is what we thought was going to happen at the start of the game. Dan Footman goes to the line. He'll shoot two. It's his first trip to the charity stripe this evening. 1:35 to go in the first. Oakleaf with that 1 point lead. Footman can't complete the 3 point play there. Kobaris will bring the ball up to the left side. Now he's matched up with Goggins. This ought to be another interesting matchup with Goggins coming off the bench. That low center of gravity. They'll double team now. Try to trap up and then retreat. Owens and Trujillo will switch places. Goggins kind of playing his hands out wide there, looking for where he may be cutting next. Kobaris will draw the foul on the floor, and that is what he does.
So hard to defend against.
It's Goggins' first foul, second team foul. Relatively clean in this first period. Only 2 fouls each. Footman will take a seat here. They'll go to the smaller lineup, and checking in, as he does from time to time for Dan Footman, is Jermaine Robinson. And give up a couple of inches of height there with Footman on the sidelines. That's a basket good and a foul. It's Wright's foul, his first, third team foul. That sends Breon Johnson to the line to complete the 3 point play for Bradford. Rebound, no good. Can't get out of the pressure, and then they're going to stop play, turn it over to Bradford.
And Coach Price is not happy.
Get the coach's hands on hips and inquisition here.
Yep.
And a foul and a basket. Jordan Kaysen draws contact. Jermaine Robinson commits the foul. That's his first, fourth team foul. Kaysen to the line for another chance at a 3 point play. Can't do that. Ball pops loose. It'll stay. Actually, no, go to Oakleaf. Minimal damage done there. Owens bringing the ball up here, approaching 40 seconds to play in this first.
And who is on him?
And that's going to be an interesting matchup. Jelani Wright on the outside.
For
Can't
a third
get the
attempt,
bounce that
still
one.
can't get it to sink.
Robinson can't get the ball hauled in. 3-on-1 for Bradford. Swatted, that's blocked clean. Putback is good. Jaquez Kaysen finishes it off. 20-15 now. Oakleaf got to come back here before the end of the quarter. They'll spread everybody out. Owens takes it himself. No good. Tipped up. Wright will get it. Seconds ticking down here. Trujillo. Goggins will miss that one. Robinson keeps it in, but that's going to do it for the quarter. And a really solid quarter for the Bradford Tornadoes as they take a 5 point lead at the end of the period.
And a quarter where Oakleaf was in it, but again, basics, empty possessions, they will hurt you against a good team like a Bradford.
Yep, got to stay on top of it. I'll tell you what, we'll take a break. When we come back, move on to that second quarter of action. Good one so far here on Hoops on SSB. We'll be right back after this.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Back here live, Hoops on SSB. 20-15 our score as we start the second period. Bradford with the lead.
And BP, as we get the quarter started, can we just send a shout out to Mark Dykes? He's the grandfather of Stephen Carter, number 11 on the Bradford team. And he's watching along with Stephen's grandmother.
Welcome to the broadcast, Carter family. Appreciate you joining us tonight.
And also his daughter is the assistant coach of the girls team, the Bradford girls team.
Played a pretty tight game against the Lady Knights. Jelani Wright pulls it up. He's gotten cold. Tries to keep that in, but no. Sideline stopped him from doing that. The one thing about Jelani Wright, he is fearless when it comes to shooting. He will take every able opportunity to shoot the basketball.
Well, you remember that famous quote from, you might have heard of Michael Jordan?
Yeah, just a few.
Which shot did he miss?
The one he doesn't take.
There you go. So it's a good philosopher for Jelani Wright to have.
He shot a lot of them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
In his lifetime as a NBA player. That's short. Bradford tries to keep that in, right into the hands of Tyler Owens. We got a fast break opportunity here. He goes across court, and what a beautiful move. I tell you something about Tyler Owens and these layups. Boy, he's so good at that.
On point.
So good. Excellent technique. Just the right touch. Cuts the deficit to 3. Oakleaf will extend their 2-3 defense. Outright Jelani Wright. What a stab and steal. He's got a chance to lay it in.
Blocked.
It's blocked from behind. Huffman has to pull up his dribble. Robinson from the elbow, off the glass, but he draws the foul. Calling on Jordan Kaysen, that's his first team foul. A couple of real good stabbing steals there by Oakleaf to get the turnover.
You know what? Jelani Wright still has a smile on his face, even as coach gives him some corrections.
First one's in. Yeah, he's got that long frame, those really long arms. It's just something of beauty to watch him stab and steal like that. Second one missed. Cuts the deficit to 2. Bradford on the run. Oakleaf defense will collapse. Kobaris will come over here to the left side, trying to get a sky pass in. Nicely done. Breon Johnson from Kobaris.
Easy like Sunday morning.
Kobaris, for all the points that he scored, he does distribute the basketball. He will be unselfish.
Indeed.
Owens takes it himself. Another one of those gorgeous layups. 22-20 right now.
Just a thing of beauty. Tyler Owens.
Dan Footman on the sidelines here. He's going to check in a second. Kaysen bringing the ball up right now. Try to get a two-man screen. That one tapped loose. Wright involved in that play. Kobaris will dribble around Trujillo. 3-ball on the outside. That's a miss. Bradford holds it in. Kobaris on the right side now. Kicks it out. Oakleaf staying in there. 2-3. A little bit of man-to-man here. Ooh. They're going to call that offensive. No. No, they're actually going to call that all right. I was about to say, I thought that was a defensive foul. He was trying to get around the screen there, but more of a shove. So Goggins Trujillo
just run right through him.
Goggins Trujillo will take his seat, and here comes Amari Butler Bailey, and he's quite possibly one of my favorite players on the Oakleaf squad to watch. He comes off the bench and immediately has an impact.
So my intuition was right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We in one accord.
Kaysen. Match up with ABB. Shot on the outside. 3-ball. Bounces out. And there he goes immediately with a rebound. Huffman brings it down. Kicks it out to Robinson. Can't quite handle it. Pops it up. Too much. Rebound attempt. That's going to say Bradford basketball. (22-20) right now. Cabarrus. Slow dribble this time. Not in any particular hurry. Now they're going to extend that offense, get those 2 screens up. What a play. You see those 2 guys kind of creep up like they were setting a screen, baited the Oakleaf defense out, left a hole, and cut straight through. Easy lay-in.
Well, remember you were speaking about the slow dribble, no haste. There was actually haste in it. It was a plan.
Yeah.
It was a setup.
Well, good deception. That's Cabarrus' first foul, second team foul. Yeah, no, I really like that play. Just a little bit of that deception. They're used to seeing that speed. Oakleaf creeps up. That leaves that wide open lane, cutting down to the hole. Tyler Owens will make his first free throw.
Yeah, he's having a good game so far.
Substitution coming in. Hey, there he is, Stephen Carter.
Stephen Carter. What's up, Mark?
5'11" freshman making his debut in the game tonight. And we are...
And he's back off. I think probably something with the uniform.
There is a bit of confusion here. I think so, yeah. They're going to say it's a jersey issue. So KJ Taylor will stay in the game right now. They're going to have to, oh, it's his undershirt. He has to remove that. Can't have any sort of markings on it. So he's got to step off to the side there and make a quick wardrobe adjustment before he can enter the ball game.
And while we're at it, let's send a shout out to the Cross Point Baptist Church in Keystone Heights.
Cabarrus back up with Huffman. He'll try to work around a screen, cuts through a double team, and draws contact. Man, I tell you what, he's a tough kid.
He is.
He just does not have
any let up.
No. And
no fear.
Sacrificing his body in that instance to get the contact.
And now he's a little bit hopping, just a little bit.
Coach Tarrin Jackson going to take a 30-second timeout here. I think he wants to let his star point guard there take a breather. Did get a aggressive shot there, but again, shout out Cross Point Baptist Church, Keystone Heights.
Yep. And Mark Dykes, the worship leader.
We are making our way down to Keystone Heights at some point. We've been working on that. Got to check that off the list at some point. Boy, the Indians really sure have a fun athletic program. They are on our list of places to go. We still have a full flag football season to get ahead of. Might be able to slip down there for that.
Indeed. And also want to, shout out the people who are watching the live broadcast right now. Welcome. It's good to have you. Thanks for supporting SSB.
So there is a question here that Stephen Carter, although he's on our Max Prep roster, it does not look like he is in the home scorebook. And if that's the case, that would be a technical foul. Yeah, so they'll put his name in the book now, but they're going to give Oakleaf a technical foul opportunity here because he was not listed in the roster at the start of the game.
Simple mistakes.
It's the little things.
Yep.
And we see a lot of that here, the administration. So what's going to happen here is that since Cabarrus was fouled, he's going to take his free throws for the foul committed against him, and then they're going to flip over to let Oakleaf shoot their technical. So they're just going to clear the lanes here. And
can't make the first one. So
that's a team technical foul. It is the third team foul for Oakleaf in this quarter. Kobaris makes that second one. So 25-22 now. Oakleaf will flip over and they'll shoot 2. Cut it into the lead. Tyler Owens will take the free throws. Makes that first one. And he'll make 2 of those, so it cuts the lead back down to 1.
He's having an awesome game. Really on point, really on fire.
Very important that they maintain that from the free throw line. All right, so Stephen Carter has now officially made his debut. He is now in the scorebook, and we are ready to go. Danny Huffman on the outside, looking for a cutting Tyler Owens. Didn't see what he wanted. They'll play catch on the outside, drive to the lane, lost the handle on it. Bradford will get that loose. There's Kobaris again, and another loose ball there. Robinson kicks it out. There's Tyler Owens, open 3. No good. Butler Bailey with the rebound. He has it stripped away, but it'll stay down with Oakleaf. Amari Butler Bailey can play cleanup on those boards. Owens with a pump fake, and that one bounces out. We'll go back over to Bradford.
Trying to be a little bit smart on that play, but I guess his teammate wasn't reading.
Kobaris and Jordan Kaysen now bring it down. Kaysen with a move to the hole, kisses that one in. Tipped, no good. No foul there by Oakleaf. Footman hauls it in. Owens has got some numbers. Pass it off to Robinson, quick dish, nope, ball lost. Bradford, good crossover dribble. They're going to say doubled. That was a good move, but unfortunately, too many.
But one thing I'm noticing with Tyler Owens here, his ball IQ is very high.
Yes.
Because those moves that he made are just not what you expect.
No, he's a gamer, absolutely. That's going to bring Oakleaf up to the lead now, 26-25. No, Tyler Owens is one of those players who's got something special. You know, this is his senior campaign, so it's his last season in an Oakleaf uniform, and I'm sure he's made every attempt to make this a memorable season. He'll turn it over back to Bradford, though. Coach Jackson take another one. So he's going to take a 30-second timeout here. Comes at 3:18. Oakleaf with a 26-25 lead. So if you're the Knights, coming off that game you played last night against Fleming Island, this is a much better performance. You're playing more of your game, and you're not keeping Bradford too far away from you. You got to watch their athleticism. It kind of held Kobaris at bay a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, Coach Price said it before the game. Short memory.
Yes.
Forget what happened last night. We have to deal with tonight.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
they're dealing with tonight. We're not seeing any ill effects. I mean, Jelana Wright is not on point as we'd expect him to be, but that was the case last night. So he might just be in a mini slump.
Yeah.
He just needs to work his way out of it.
But, you know, the thing about that is that he's got the players around him right now that are picking up the slack. You know, Owens is doing a really good job of leading the offense. You've got Butler Bailey that comes off the bench. Goggins that comes off the bench. Robinson right there on the floor right now. Dan Footman's made a couple of key rebounds.
And there he goes.
A good layup right there. So that's what Footman does best. And when Oakleaf can get settled down and get those post-ups for him to make, it's easy pickings.
Yeah, if he has a good game, they'll be looking pretty.
Passes out. Carter now on the left side, and he'll switch up with Kobaris right at the half-court line. Tipped pass.
Recovered.
Carter hauls that in. Maintains the possession for Bradford. They got a trap in the corner. Footman gets a hand on it. Scrum for the basketball. And they'll have called jump, and that's going to stay with Bradford. Take it down on low on the baseline there. Kobaris will bring it in. Way outside, there's Carter. He's going to take a three from the logo. Oh, that was close.
Pretty much close.
Took it right from that night. Saw a shot and took it. Butler Bailey, powerful move to the hole. What a movement with the basketball, man.
Your favorite player?
Listen, if there's anybody that I find exciting is that moment right there. Amari Butler Bailey, just smooth as the other side. Well, cool as the other side of the pillow, smooth as a, Shot on the outside. 3-ball. No good. Boy, Bradford having a tough time with the triples tonight. There's Danny Huffman. Another great move. Oh, that was easy.
Credit that one to Footman.
Yeah,
that
Footman,
rebound.
Great rebound sets up that break right there, and Huffman finished it off. 32-25. The lead is now 7. Owens almost got a theft there. Carter now dribbles through a double team, passes it off, trying to be unselfish with it. Ends up turning the ball over, trying to get it to Breon Johnson, who was down low and had a higher percentage chance of making a shot.
You know, Carter, another small frame player who's not afraid to play ball.
No, he was another one in that Fleming Island game we saw earlier this season that
he gets
made
in
an
there,
impact.
He gets dirty, he does what he needs to do.
Loose ball all over the place. Footman trying to hold it. Owens thought about a deep 3. He'll put up a 2-ball. No good. Bradford got the numbers, but Huffman says forget it. Robinson kicks it down low. Owens dribbles back and forth, finds the way into Footman. Butler Bailey tries to get a hold of it. He does. Owens will tell everybody slow down.
And you saw Owens with a no-look pass again.
1 minute to go in the half. Tyler Owens slows the offense down and then speeds
This
it up.
time he
draws
does it
contact.
himself, draws the foul. And he gets a thumbs up from Coach Price.
It's Carter's first foul, third team foul. Owens for a 3-point play here. 34-25, 56.9 on the clock. Can't do that one. Footman tries to rise up and get the rebound. No good. Bradford on the run. Floats that in. No good. Robinson hangs on to it. Ball's loose. They're going to say turned over to Oakleaf.
And so Kabari's there going for the floater because he saw Footman coming.
Yeah.
And he knows his height. It's hard to get around him.
Absolutely. Thought I heard from the Oakleaf sideline something to the effect of they're tired, speaking about Bradford.
Interesting coming from Oakleaf, right?
Yes, considering the rate that they've played at. Robinson. They're going to hold up for one more here.
Last shot is the call.
Try to take this with the lead they have. Under 20 to go. Robinson. Huffman holding it up top. We're now down to 10. Good closing possession here by Oakleaf. Footman, no good. And that's going to do it for the half. 34-25 our score at the break. Pretty good one for Oakleaf. And you're right, Bradford looks a little gassed here, but Coach Jackson going to get them in the locker room there and get squared away. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll recap and get ready for the third quarter. You're watching Hoops on SSB, and we'll be back right after this.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Back live with you here at Duncan Court at the Palace of Oakleaf. Hoops on SSB, getting ready for the third quarter of action. BP alongside Courtney Wallace here. Got Garrett up top on the camera. Shout out Chris True. Go Oakleaf. Yes.
Well, you know what? Chris asked for it last night.
Hey,
guess what?
Here we are.
Yep.
We had a lot of chatter on social media about where we should be tonight. You know, it's and of course Andrew Jackson did win 72-67 over FSU High.
And that would have been our next choice.
Yes. But they get another good win in 3A, and that's going to help their playoff chances and kind of give them a tune-up. A lot of people were calling that a potential regional matchup. But they still have business to take care of. They're heading over to the Gateway Conference Tournament. They have a first-round bye. And so they'll be playing some high-quality teams in Jacksonville. Meantime, our next game is Friday, the 24th. We will be at St. John's Country Day School from the comfortable confines of Brown Gym.
Senior night.
Yes, First Coast Christian comes into town to send off the St. John's seniors.
Been out there once, and it was a good game. Love the atmosphere.
That was a great game between Beachside and St. John's. Spartans coming up a little short there, but a really good ball game, down to the wire.
Actually love the family out there. They were very accommodative and looking forward to going back.
Yeah, absolutely. And senior night, and our good friend Scott Cooper out there as well.
Shout out to Scott.
We will be hearing from him again, I'm sure of it, before the end of the season. Great job coming in 2 nights in a row, helping us out of the commentary. We appreciate it. He's got a wealth of basketball knowledge, and his son Cam playing basketball at St. John's. We get to see another Cam Cooper show. Looking forward to that. That's next Friday. So we get a couple of days break. God, do we need it.
So you were telling me last night, how many games have we gone?
So by the end of the season, if we stick to the schedule as it is now,
which we might not. We might add games, which is what we've been doing.
We could, but if we stay with the regular season as it ends on the 31st, and our final game of the regular season is Fleming Island and Buchholz, we will have covered 26 basketball games this season.
Wow.
And our team has not stopped technically since August. We were covering football earlier in the season under our previous entity, and we took over as SSB in September, but we've not stopped working since August. We did 11 football games total. We'll end up doing 26 basketball games. We have covered quite a bit of high school sports up here in North Florida, and we still have
more to go.
Flag football.
Well, you know what they say, BP? You find something that you truly love and you never work a day in your life. And that's what this is.
Okay, so we have a number change here. And I believe this is Amari Butler-Bailey. He is changing jerseys now. So he'll be... Okay, so Dan Footman now has changed jerseys. He's now number 32. And Amari Butler-Bailey is going to go from 24 to 22. So we've had some jersey issues here, so they've changed up. Sorting all of that out in the book. Some friendly conversation here on the court between the players as we get everything squared away. All right, we're good.
Good to go.
Jarius Brown comes back into the game for the Knights. Oh, and Danny Huffman has changed jerseys as well. He's now 15. So all sorts of changes here.
One thing hasn't changed. Owens and Cabarrus.
And they will
face to face.
Screen over there by Huffman. Beautiful.
And there's something else that hasn't changed. You know, this third quarter is going to be pivotal in who wins this game, ultimately.
This is a get-back quarter for Bradford for sure. Cabarrus in the lane, has it swatted away by Footman, then he'll turn it. Bradford ball on the baseline.
Cabarrus trying to do what he does there, draw the contact.
Only a sophomore. I mean, so much more basketball left for him at Bradford High School.
Tyler Owens with the steal.
Coast to coast, gives it up, tip and roll it in. Gives that to Huffman. Owens unselfish with the ball. Let me tell you what, he had so many assists last night, we lost count.
Well, you know how it goes. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Bradford with a quick answer straight away. Owens will come around that left side, gives it to Brown. Kobaris tries to step it in. There's Jarius Brown. Footman with a rebound, kick out. Huffman, little contact, no good. Footman gets the roll.
I tell you, with Footman playing well, Oakleaf has every chance to win this game.
Absolutely. Bradford, Kobaris now trying to marshal that offense. Jarius Brown matched up. That's a floater. That one tips, no good. Footman gets a hand on it. Breon Johnson and KJ Taylor trying to fight for loose balls there. Owens picks it up. What a move. Oh, can't get it. Footman just past him. Kobaris now 3-on-2. He tried to draw contact and turns it over.
But you see the plan there. Owens will take it to the basket. Footman will be on standby.
Absolutely.
Just in case.
Just to clean things up.
Yep.
Owens in the corner with Kobaris. Footman up top and gives it to Jelani Wright. Wright puts that left hand down. Brown will rotate. Huffman kicks it to Brown. He tries to pull up. Nope. Gives it to Footman. Little dish on the low post. Good. And all Footman has to do is take a little skip and reach for it.
That's
for
all.
the bucket every time.
That's all.
The lead is 15 now. Kobaris. Loose ball. Dishes out. Nice pass. They'll get a call. And I think that was KJ Taylor, and he hits the, no, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. That was Jordan Case, and he hits the floor pretty hard, but draws the contact. And I missed who the foul was on, unfortunately. Mari Butler-Bailey checks in. We give Wright a break. It is the first team foul for Oakleaf. 3-point play, no good. You know, Courtney, it's interesting to note the second quarter right now, Oakleaf outscored Bradford 19-5.
Wow.
No good. Rebound. Kaysen looking good now. Shakes it off. Transition basketball. He takes it coast to coast. They needed those points desperately.
So does that mean that Coach Price might have been right? This Bradford team might be a little tired?
Just a little bit.
Yep.
Butler-Bailey, nice pass. Gives it across to Footman. Owens will take a triple. Got it.
All net, all night.
Another gorgeous shot from Tyler Owens in three-point land. Kobaris.
He's having a game.
He pops that up. Passes off. Ball's loose. Hauled in. Still loose. Fighting for it right now is Kobaris. He'll get the jump ball. Arrow stays with Bradford.
Dan, grab the ball. Hey, next play, let's get a stop. Inside. See him, Dan.
Inbounds there in the corner.
Coach Price wants to stop.
Kobaris tries to take it himself. No good. Fight for a rebound. And another jump ball. That's going to go to Oakleaf. Coach Jackson encouraging his players right now. Tried to get a defensive stop, but they'll give it up on the tie-up.
Well, remember, his magic number is 10.
Well, I don't know if I'm Coach Jackson. I don't want to lose this game at all. Huffman, good. I mean, this is a matchup of teams from different class. Oakleaf in 6A. Good move.
Brilliant move there.
Good move.
Jordan Kaysen.
Moving quickly is Butler-Bailey. Quick dish to Huffman. Got it. Bradford fans looking for a travel. They're not getting it.
Patient.
16-point lead now, Oakleaf.
So from now on, do you call it game management?
I
for
think
Oakleaf?
so. Yeah, you're looking at game management from here. 3 ball on the outside. That's short.
Air ball.
Hauled in. Nope. Brown. Passes off. There's Huffman. Huffman dribble drive. Falls
Gets
in.
it.
Bradford. Cabarrus trying to take it himself. And he'll draw contact.
Does what he does. Yeah, he's looking a bit winded. Hand on the hips. Mouth open.
Huffman's second foul, second team foul. Yeah, all the Bradford players look a little winded here. Makes that first one. So this is going to be an instance where you're going to have to draw that contact.
But you know, he still has that look of determination on his face. Like he can still do this.
Second free throw is good. 51-35 now. Under 3 minutes to play in the third. Oakleaf will rotate.
And it's important for Oakleaf at this point to win this quarter and win it handsomely.
So far, they're doing that. Huffman kicks it out. Thought about it. Bradford coaching staff wanting a 3-second violation. They did not get that call. Just easy.
Tyler Owens.
Been my player of the game so far.
Indeed.
Not stopped. Jermaine Robinson will come check in here to give his teammate a break here. Coming up with 2 minutes to go. Double team set up top by Oakleaf. Shot, Cabarrus, short. That's normally something he would make. He's definitely winded. Footman with the layup, no good.
Another no-look pass from Owens. Footman just not equal to it.
Jaquez casing up top, rotates around. Cabarrus. Pokes it up, 3, no good. He's struggling from the perimeter.
Yep. Yeah, he's off color tonight. Definitely off the pace.
Checking in for the first time tonight is Arian Dharma. So Footman and Brown will take a seat. Jermaine Robinson and Dharma will check in now. Minute 39, minute 28-7 counting. That's another one. Butler Bailey, well, not quite how I drew it up, but it works. Extends the lead to 20.
The Knights keep soaring.
Pass up. No good.
Strong rebound there from Huffman.
Huffman.
He's going to go coast to coast.
Nope. Can't quite. Contacted there.
So momentum definitely now with the Oakleaf Knights. Like we said, they just need to maintain this.
Foul on Jermaine Robinson. That's his third team foul. Tyler Owens will take a seat. Kylan Reeves will check into the ball game here for Oakleaf. His first time in, so Coach Price starting to rotate some of his starters. Robinson's in foul trouble though, so he has to be careful.
Well, I mean, with such a sizable lead, he can afford to sit some of his starters, his star players.
Yeah, because they only get a day's rest, and then they have an early tip-off on Monday against Ponte Vedra.
But before that, they have the fourth quarter of this game to play.
Yes. Trying to conserve what they can here. Coming up on 40 seconds. 3 attempts, just off the front of the rim. Dharma will get that in. Marcus Goggins back in the ball game. Under 30 seconds to go in the third. Huffman over to Dharma. Goggins now. Goggins will lay it in, kicks it out, tries to get to Butler Bailey, no good. Here comes Cabarrus. Cabarrus will take it himself coast to coast, then he'll draw contact. fouls on Reeves. That's his first, fourth team foul. See, the trouble with now is that even though Cabarrus will draw contact, he's not fouling players that have been doing all the damage.
Which is true.
But he'll get that in. Bradford on a little bit of a scoring drought. Cabarrus breaks that.
Still has the hands on the hips.
Yeah, they're definitely
Winded.
looking winded.
Mm-hmm.
Second one's good. Got two very athletic teams, but and what do we have a call here for? The Coach Jackson a little too far out there, so give him a warning. Waning seconds here, the third. Marcus Goggins trying to get across half court. He does, gives it off. Last shot here. No good. Third quarter in the books. Oakleaf definitely won that one for sure. 55-37 as we approach the final period. We'll take a break and come back. You're watching Hoops on SSB. Oakleaf with a commanding lead over Bradford.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Welcome back, fourth quarter of action, 55-37. Bradford down against Oakleaf, 18-point lead for the Knights.
And let me tell you, Brian, MGT, Marcus Goggins
I
for
love
you.
it. See, I knew I called that, MGT.
Yep, number 11. I mean, he's getting out shout-outs after shout-out after shout-out right here on our chat.
I love it.
Popular player he is.
That's going to stick with him for a while now. He's a junior.
Mm-hmm.
He's got one more year here at Oakleaf, and I think MGT is what they'll just call him. I love it. That's what a lot of the basketball players have. You know, there's the hyphenated last names. They throw that 3 initial on them. So
MGT 11.
I like it. Tornadoes trying to go back to work here.
Well, this is it. 8 minutes for all the marbles.
We've seen crazier things happen.
You're right about that.
18 points seems like a lot, but it's got to make your baskets, though.
That's not the start that I'm sure Coach Jackson was looking for. And guess who has the ball?
MGT bringing it up against
MGT.
Cabarrus. That's a duel. He's got to give it up, though. He picked up his dribble. Butler Bailey rotating around. Cabarrus all over the court. Here's Dharma. He pops it up. Nope. Passes low. Good pass. MGT with a score from Dharma.
And, you know, Oakleaf is now playing with the swag. They got a pep in their step.
Yep, they're definitely got that little spring now.
All right.
Coach Price telling his players to don't let up. That's off the court. He's a part of the court. It doesn't matter. You're going to get a foul called. That's Dharma's first team foul. .7:03 to go. Bradford needs to score and score often. See if they can get Oakleaf to turn the ball over while they have some bench players out there. Kaysen with a reverse, he draws contact. Foul is on MGT. That's his second team foul.
So, you know, credit the resilience of this Oakleaf Knights team coming off of last night's loss in a high-energy game, or a little bit of jadedness on the part of the Bradford team. But we have to give credit to the Knights. They're looking good tonight.
No, they've definitely bounced back tonight after that drubbing they got against Fleming Island. That's got to be an emotional lift for them too. I mean, to lose to a rival like that, not once but twice.
But twice, yep.
And then to get blown out in your home court, to come into a game that you know you got to get up and play for against a very good team. And Bradford is no snooze, and they will make a postseason run, that is for sure. We have not seen the last of the Bradford Tornadoes. That's a Amari Butler-Bailey. Just,
That's
wow.
your player.
Wow.
That's your player.
AB2 right there.
Oh.
Gee whiz, we can make him one while we're at it. Something to see.
Just about 6.5 to play.
21 is the lead now. Good pass, good dish. That was a nice move.
Now 21 is not insurmountable, but you need a lot more of that. Couple of threes.
Need to get some turnovers here. They're going to go to full court pressure, and their fatigue level is going to set in here.
MGT.
Float it, good.
MGT all the way.
1-1 gets it in the books again. 6 minutes to go. 61-40.
And here we go in the chat again. Guess who it is?
Kobaris.
All MGT.
Get a screen, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. Well, a foul on Reeves. That's his third team foul. So what Oakleaf does not need to do is get Bradford into the bonus. Let them get freebies. Bradford needs to avail themselves of the contact. And Kobaris is cold.
Blocked.
Blocked. That one will draw contact, though. Jordan Kaysen will go to the line. Fouls on Dharma. That's his fourth team foul.
So someone in the chat is asking for MGT to be put in the game. But guess where he is?
Right there. On the floor right now. Wow. Bradford just having a lot of bad luck.
Yeah, it's just not happening for them tonight.
So the starters are now going to come in. So Robinson, Marcus will stay back on the floor. So MGT didn't go anywhere.
Didn't go anywhere.
But Wright will come in. Huffman takes a seat. Footman comes back in. Owens, Jermaine Robinson, Jelani Wright.
Wow.
Footman cleans that up. Yeah, Bradford went ice cold on the scoring.
Wow.
That has got to be fatigue. And that's kind of the risk you take when you play these games against a 5A or a 6A team and you're 2 and 3A. 3 ball, short.
Air ball.
Try another one. That one finally goes in.
Falls.
And a timeout called by Bradford. And they need that, more of it. 61-43 right now. Timeout comes at 5:02 to go in the game. Full timeout called by Coach Tarrin Jackson. Well, I'm loving all the chatter tonight. That's probably the most that we've had
for a while
in a ball
well,
game.
maybe last night.
Last night we did get a little bit, but absolutely.
Well, the Oakleaf faithful, they're out, and we're loving it. You know, we love that the family is growing.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I mean, and, you know, I know we're not quite ready to reflect on the season because we still have plenty to go, but, I mean, just what we've done to date right now, we've gotten some pretty exciting matchups, a couple of close games, some games that were not so close. We've seen this Oakleaf team go through and run the gauntlet in that season. We've seen Fleming Island do some of the same thing. A couple of times at Orange Park. Always a great place to go is the Raider Dome. Absolutely love working with Coach Kernitsky and his team. Made our first couple trips to Main Street. We're seeing an Andrew Jackson team that is definitely going to be in the postseason without a doubt.
Yep.
They are I imagine they're going to make a very deep playoff run. They're easily potential state semifinalists.
But, you know, Brian, as you mentioned, the amount of work that we've put in, we notice that a lot of people are watching, but the subscriber list is not as tall. And we're just going to ask people, hey, listen, we don't charge for this. We don't charge schools. We don't charge parents. We don't charge players. We charge nobody. So the way you can help us to keep this going, if you're loving it that much, just subscribe.
Yeah, absolutely. And you hear that from YouTube creators all the time talking about the subscription and how liking and commenting, and there's Cabarrus with a deep three. liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. You know, that helps keep things going in the algorithm, and it keeps things alive for us too, so we stay fresh and more people get to see what these great athletes are doing. You know, obviously we're trying to reach the local area, but, you know, this is the internet, and the internet is a broader reaching medium. That's a foul drawn there by Dan Footman.
And if you can, you know, if you have a business and you can sponsor us, we appreciate that also.
Absolutely. We're looking for local partnerships as well to keep this going because, yes, this does cost money.
It does, and a lot. Well, Carlton Page says, you know, thanks for streaming the games for the Colorado family. Hey, our pleasure. We love doing it.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, you guys out of state, you are really getting a benefit out of this. Tell more families. Anybody that's got aunts, uncles, nephews, cousins all over the country, and you're watching your family right here, turn it on and put a spotlight on these kids. You know, we don't like to make too high a claim that Florida's got some good athletes here, but they really do. And they're worthy of getting shown on a national stage as best we can.
Oh yeah. And I mean, I've had a lot of fun. I don't know about you, man. I've had a lot of fun doing this.
Oh, listen, this is year 5 for me going into this football season. Would be my 5th one doing high school ball, and it's a blast. I look forward to every chance I get.
Yes, sir.
And I have a bag of cough drops to prove it. Got to keep the pipes tuned up.
Speaking of cough drops, Carter is back on the floor.
Yeah, Stephen Carter back on the floor. And we heard a little bit a while ago he's been battling illness.
Right. So he's on a comeback.
He's not the first player we've heard. You know, we're in the midst of winter time or whatever that's worth down here in Florida.
Season and all of that. Yep.
Yeah, and it's cold and dreary and a little rainy coming in earlier today. So it's that time for those winter colds and whatnot. And Stephen Carter coming in, battling flu bug. And Oakleaf now in the bonus, or have pushed Bradford into the bonus rather. So this is going to be foul shots for the rest of the game for the Tornadoes. 4:09 to go. Down 19. Every chance they can get to score with a clock stop is going to be huge. They've got to make their free throws, though.
And guess who has the rebound?
Struggling tonight. There's Owens. Owens will take a 3.
Oh,
just lock it up for the night. Player of the game instantly.
Let me tell you, hot hands. Sizzling.
Got a shout out from Connor Coffey watching from Texas. Let's go, Carter.
Go, Carter.
Texas is in the house. And, whoa, Jermaine Robinson can't get the quick stab there. Bradford trying to get a break. They do.
They do.
Three and a half minutes to go here.
And Huffman preparing to get back in the game.
Coach Price has seen enough shenanigans. He's trying to get everything settled down. He coaches to every last second of a game.
Very good coach.
Owens kicks it out to that side. MGT rotates to the other. He's got Robinson down low, and that's going to be a travel. One little jitter step too many. Can't be dancing your way down court like that, even though you're trying to make it look like you're dribbling. This officiating crew has called
there
that.
dancing on the spot, you know, trying to will himself on.
MGT took a. I think Coach Price wanted a timeout call. All right, confusion resolved here. Yeah, and Malachi Cabarrus, I mean, he's coming into tonight's game, 200 points. The kid has just been phenomenal.
Yep.
And he ran into a David and Goliath matchup. But let me tell you something. This is going to test the Carter. Jelani Wright with a big swat.
And here they come.
On a break. And, nope. He's going to be running a lap. If you're going to do that, you better make it. He'll try a 3. No. That got the cheerleading squad going. Jelani Wright just too tall for that one. Cabarrus grimacing at that play.
Here he comes.
Pass, Footman.
The no-look pass.
Hauls it in, left hand, bounces in. Timeout called by Oakleaf. Yeah, Coach Price is definitely going to take every last bit of this clock.
You should Tyler missed that one because that was a reverse play. He's usually the one dishing.
Yes.
He was receiving this time, and it just didn't happen.
Absolutely.
But it makes for good entertainment. I like it.
Timeout called by Oakleaf. It's their first timeout. They got 4 remaining. Bradford has 2. 22-point lead for the Knights.
And it's good to see the Knights, again, after what we saw last night. They weren't looking as relaxed as they're looking today, on the sidelines.
Oh, that's a tale of two teams.
Yeah,
like the difference in the composure, the intensity of the game.
They're smiling, they're energetic.
And they knew coming into tonight, especially, this team couldn't be slept on in Bradford.
Yep.
Don't let they know. And I'll say this again. We said this the first game that we did with Bradford. This score is not a reflection of what this team
who they
is.
are. No, absolutely not.
And I know there was a little bit of hype around Coach Jackson saying, they're not going to lose by 10 points or more for the rest of the season, and it's not looking like he's going to keep that promise tonight. But you got to consider who he's playing, though.
Right.
Playing a team in Fleming Island that's a 5A team, playing Oakleaf, it's a 6A team. You're really playing above your weight class for sure. There's Carter with an outside shot, no good. But this competition is going to help sharpen that iron. They say iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to get Bradford ready for the playoffs because they're going to likely make a deep run. You got your Hawthorns and whatnot in their classification, and they're going to run into some really good teams, and this is going to help them.
Yeah. Games like this are teaching moments. You learn from this.
Yes. So I would not be surprised to see these kids in a postseason bracket, and making a regional run too.
All right. Plus, if you want to stake a claim for being a good team.
One, Jelani Wright,
Yep.
1. He's got 9 to go.
Mm-hmm. If you want to make a stake for being a good team and making deep runs, you got to go through things like these.
Carlton Page in the chat. Nice way to rebound from last night's game. Knights with the W. Got another one there. Yvonne Grego, Team MGT.
Team MGT, all the way.
Boy, he's got a fan club in there tonight.
Let me tell you.
I think we're going to have to get him post-game now. There's no doubt. He's got to say something to all these fans that are hyping him up. Jelani Wright, 90 made three-pointers this season. He needs 9 more to shadow the all-time made three-pointers record here at Oakleaf. Still got 5 more games to do it. Malachi Kobaris from the free throw line. Still doing his – he has spent more time at the free throw line tonight than –
Still showing his quality.
And again, a high-quality player, just nothing but good things to say about him. Tough loss looking like tonight, but, again, expect this guy. And he's only a sophomore. I expect him to be a superstar in the next 2 years. Next year is definitely going to be a good building year for him. Junior season always is.
And, as he grows and puts on some more body, a little bit more weight, he's going to be a beast.
Yeah, he's kind of a small-framed guy. They have him listed at 5'10", 143. This kid puts on – another 15 pounds or so. And, he's already got great agility, great quickness. He's very skilled with the ball. He's
naturally talented.
Talented athlete, 2 sports. The Bradford football team made a deep playoff run this year. Good shot there by Kobaris to finish it up. So I wouldn't look at past him to be a superstar. We're going to be saying his name a lot.
Indeed. Looking forward to that.
Kylan Reeves there with the score. Yeah.
Especially if he stays healthy.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too. You're at that point of the season right now.
Look at him.
Look at that.
Go.
Just fighting, just battling. And he draws contact constantly. He is very good at using that small frame that Trenton Washington
gets. He also has good hang time.
Yeah, he does. He just kind of floats a little bit. So nothing but good things to say about him.
You really can't predict his next move.
Yeah, he does have that deception with his ball movement. But nothing but good things to say about him, and he's going to be a super talented player.
Absolutely.
I think it's unanimous. We need to get MGT after the game. We'll see if we can get Coach Price's attention and make an arrangement there.
All the way from Colorado.
Way out there in Buffalo country. Last 30 seconds or so here. Huffman gets it over to Reeves. Reeves getting some quality time in, as is Gavin Reese. Coach Price there with a little ball handling. Not the way you want to go it, though. Got some of the backups in just to get a couple of repetitions in as time wanes down. 24.4 seconds to go. Kicks that out. Carter weaving, bobbing, passing. Nice look. Good, well done there. Something good to finish on. Always want to finish on that high note. And that's going to do it. Oakleaf takes care of business, bouncing back after losing to Fleming Island last night. And the Tornadoes come into town and get downgraded to about an F1. see if we can get a switch here for post game. See if we can get Courtney or somebody to run over and grab Marcus. I'm going to come around here and get on the handset. We do have Coach Tarrin Jackson. You ran into a buzzsaw tonight. I'll give you that one. But listen, you guys have a lot of fight and a lot of soul in your team. You know, Malachi played really well again tonight. He's going to be a superstar player down the road. What can you take away as you get ready for the postseason in a couple weeks, which we think you're going to make a pretty deep run?
Yeah, to be ready for the postseason, man, you got to beat teams like this. These are teams that you're going to run into well, coach, well, everything. But to be honest, man, if you scoring 5 points in a quarter, you won't beat a team full of sixth graders like that. So that second quarter, I give props to Oakleaf and Coach Price. That second quarter they got on us bad. But we just watch film, go to the drawing board, and learn from it. And that's really it.
Yeah, but a stand-up group. You guys got a lot of talent. We're looking forward to seeing more of you guys as the season closes out. And hey, you're welcome on our mic anytime, man. It's been good to see you again. Hey.
I want to say y'all set me up for this one too. I'm going to let y'all know that. Y'all set me up for this one. Y'all seen that? Y'all seen that today? Y'all set me up for this one, but I'm going to let y'all have it, all right? I'm going to let y'all won. I'm going to let y'all have it, but y'all set me up for this one.
Bro, you're a stand-up guy. We appreciate you so much. You got a lot of swagger, and we love your team, man. Yes, good to see y'all. Best of luck the rest of the way. And we got to get some love here to all right, we got to get some love to what we're calling it's MGT now. This is the way they're calling you up by initials in the chat. Colorado repping. So Marcus, another good game tonight. Really good bounce back from last night. You know, Fleming Island came in. You know, kind of a heartbreaker to get pounded like that. But you come back tonight against a really good Bradford team. You know, just give us a recap of what you guys did tonight.
We just had to have a short-term memory. You know, obviously a game like that you don't want to have, but you know, we just had to erase it out of our minds and come ready to play today. We knew Bradford was a good team, so we just had to stay poised. You know, play our game.
Yeah. So and. Another good night from Tyler Owens. I mean, you know, tell us about having senior leaders like that. You know, you're coming up there. One of these days, that's going to be you out there. What's it like to have that senior leadership on the court, and what does it do for your game?
I mean, it's great, especially coming under a guard like Tyler. You know, he has so much basketball IQ. It's so much to learn under him. So it's been great. You know, I'm soaking everything in that I can.
Yeah. Got a big game on Monday night against Ponte Vedra. They're pretty long, pretty strong. A little bit earlier start for you guys. What are you looking forward to in that game?
You know, just competing. You know, whoever's on the floor against us, we just want to compete. You know.
All right. MGT in the house, everybody. Colorado love here. Oh, we got to shout out Lola.
Shout out Lola.
Jav.
That's Pops.
That's Pops. That's Dad. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We can't forget him. The Colorado Star. You got a fan club out there way out in the Midwest.
Yeah, that's where I'm originally from, so it's
okay.
My family out there.
Absolutely. So, yeah, well, a good game for you, man. We'll see you guys. We're going to be back here for Orange Park your next round, man, so we'll catch you then. Good game tonight. Rest up, man. Y'all need it. All right. Always fun. Marcus Goggins, Trujillo, MGT in the house. Well, that's going to do it. Man, somebody put me to bed. I'm tired after watching all that basketball. And, yeah, shout out to Coach Tarrin Jackson. We might have set him up a little bit there, but that's okay, man. That's the name of the game. He's a really good coach. It's a really good program, and we're looking forward to seeing them make a pretty good and deep postseason run. BP alongside Courtney Wallace, Garrett Binford on the camera. Always great work. We're going to take a break. We will see you next Friday from Brown Gym, St. John's Country Day School hosting First Coast Christian. The Knights coming into town on senior night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy that playoff football. It's a pretty good game going on right now between the Commanders and the Lions, and I'm forbidden to tell anybody the score. But in the meantime, you check it out. Go Chiefs, and we'll see you next week. Hoops on SSB. So long.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.